Hey, my wonderful YouTube family. It's your host, Deborah Costu from the Certified Master Dementia Strategist course. I have news in case you didn't know. I am on TikTok. You really should check that out because the TikTok channel is different and it's a lot of well, you'll see. It's really cool. I think it's under at Deborah Costu. If you don't know how to spell that, look down below in the description. Today I want to talk about how do you tell the difference between cognitive decline and something not as serious, right? So first I want to ask you to hit that subscribe button for me if you haven't already. Become part of our family. We are a hugely growing family, and this is the family that's not going to desert you on your journey, because a lot of us have experienced that, haven't we? That's another whole show. I think I've done a couple videos on that. But anyway, I've been a dementia trainer for, oh my gosh, longer than I care to admit these days. About 16 years now, I think. 16, 17? Anyway, a long time. But I'm just fascinated by this topic, and I love learning new tricks and tips and scripts. That's really my specialty, is the scripts and diffusing situations and turning things around, especially like last second stuff. But today, a lot of people have been asking, how do you really tell the difference between cognitive decline and just normal aging? So I thought I would spend a little time talking about that. And, it is important, if you're starting to notice some memory issues, to go and get a diagnosis, talk to a doctor, because there are some things that you could have that are going to present with dementia-like symptoms, but you don't have Alzheimer's or dementia. There are actually some things that can happen to you that can give you those same symptoms that are curable. And so if you're dealing with something like that, it's important to get medical attention pretty quickly, like an infection, if you have drug interactions, sleep apnea, well, not sleep apnea, but sleep disorders. I'm trying to think, what are some of the other ones? You could have a brain tumor that's operable. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the other ones, but there's a whole bunch of reasons why you may be having dementia type symptoms, but it's not Alzheimer's or another type of dementia. So it's important to get that diagnosis. But so the biggest thing to kind of look out for is if you're having problems to the point where it's disrupting your daily life and being able to perform tasks, then that's definitely a concern. If you are to the point where other people are noticing and they're starting to say things to you, like maybe they're telling you, you just told me that story, or maybe you're forgetting that you have maybe a lunch date or a shopping date with your friends, or you miss a golf date and you're starting to have problems with remembering appointments and outings, that would be a concern, right? If you are losing items, and when I say losing items, I mean important items, right? Items that typically you would be keeping pretty safeguarded, that you typically would not misplace or lose. Or also too, if when you go to find that item, you find them in strange or odd places, right? Like you wouldn't find the milk in the garage or in the car, or you wouldn't find the milk in the bathroom, right? That would be pretty strange. It's not like you misplaced your car keys and they were in your coat pocket. Those car keys would be in the dog dish or in the mailbox. that would not be normal. Those would be some really, really big warning signs. So when we're talking about cognition and the ability to perform tasks, when you have dementia, life becomes more and more difficult and more challenging. We have more problems with our thinking and our memory. But we have to also take into consideration dementia is way more than just memory. I just had this conversation with a daughter the other day, and she didn't realize that. And it's interesting to me how many people, I think, when you talk about Alzheimer's or dementia, that is the first thing that comes to mind, right? We think, okay, this person is having problems with their memory. They can't remember things. They forget things. But dementia is so much more than that. It affects everything. It affects all the different parts of our brain and our bodies. So, yes, cognition and memory is a big part of it, but it also affects our vision and our hearing. So we see things differently. Our brain interprets our vision way differently. So what a cognitively intact person sees is not what a person with dementia is going to see. It can change how we interpret our surroundings and our world around us. So you and I, we see the world like a movie. We see it like a moving picture, right? It's constantly moving and it's fluid. But a person with dementia doesn't see that. They kind of see it like in snapshots, like in a picture, right? A photo. They see these still frames. For them, it's not a continuously moving picture. So if you're constantly moving and talking, right, the person with dementia is only going to catch parts of that. They're not getting the whole picture. They also don't interpret their surroundings like we do. For instance, they lose things like depth perception and peripheral vision. They lose a lot of colors. So the person with dementia isn't able to see the world like we see the world, which makes it harder for them to navigate through it. And that's something that, oh man, we spend some time on that in my course. And that's probably one of the top 3 things that my students say opened their eyes the most about this disease and how they can better help their person with dementia when they understand what they're seeing and hearing and how much that environment has an influence on their behaviors and ability to perform tasks. It's really, truly amazing. So that's kind of just a little bit of background on how you can kind of tell the difference between. But I do want to say, on my website at answersabout.alz.org, I think it's about 13 different free things that you can download. Different types of dementias, the life expectancies, the symptoms, the causes, activities for every stage, how to tell if someone is in pain, advanced directives, a caregiver quiz to see if you're stressed out. I don't even know. There's several more that you can get there. And I also have some compact courses, which are really, really great. This was when I opened up the vault to some of my caregiver trainings that I did in the past. So these are trainings that I provided for my staff. So you can get some really, really good tips on there. I have a bathing one, which is phenomenal. These trainings, they're only $39. Really, really great information. So what? The price of a pizza dinner, pizza and wings. That sounds good for dinner tonight. Anyway, so go to the website. I've got all kinds of great stuff there. I have my ebook, which is $9.99. It's called Confessions of a Caregiver. There's some really good tips in there and a really good story. And what else is there? And soon, probably by the time this video comes out, maybe my big announcement, my big reveal for my website, for you. So anyway, that's me. I'm going to be out. I'm Debra Costu, and I thank you for joining me because it means you're committed. It means you're committed to this topic and you're committed to your person with dementia. And if you really want to be committed, if you really want the end all of all courses, like you'll never ever need another course again, you'll get one of these. Where is it? Certificates. There it is right there. Right there. Get one of those certificates. Can you see the brain on there? No. Anyway, you too can become a certified master dementia strategist. I guarantee you this course will be the best course you have ever taken. And if it's not, well, I'll give you your money back. Who does that? Who does that? I bet you can't find one other dementia course out there that guarantees your money back. Because you know what that tells me? If they're not going to guarantee their course with a full money back guarantee, they either don't believe in you or they don't believe in the course. But I believe in both. I know my course works because everybody who's taken it has used it and it works and they love it. But you don't have to listen to me. In fact, I want you to doubt me. Go to my website and watch the testimonies. I'm not going to sit here and tell you how great it is because why would I? You should hear it from people who have actually taken it. But I believe in you and I know you can do it because they can do it. They all did it and so can you. And I know the course works. So why wouldn't I give you a guarantee? Right? Because I'm telling you, it's awesome. But don't believe me. Check it out for yourself. Anyway, there's a whole course list because it would probably take me 20 minutes just to list everything that's in the course. But the full course agenda and list is on answersaboutalz.org. So head on over and thanks for joining me. I love seeing you here week after week, day after day. And share the channel with your friends, please. Share it. Let other people know because they're all looking for this kind of stuff, So if you like it, share it. And as always, I'm here for you. I'll see you next time.